I'm David Bailey. I'm introducing my new book, which is called Look Again, which is a good title, because look again, and then look again, and then look again, and go and buy the bloody thing. I don't know, this is the first biography I've ever done. Probably the last. It's taken me 83 years to get to this stage in my life. I thought it was about time I committed myself. James Fox wrote it. He's a very good writer. He's got my voice. They like to say in publishing, did you get the voice? Well, I think he got my voice. So thank you, James. I don't think photography's changed. I think people's attitude to the camera's changed. People are much more used to the camera now. Years ago when I started, if you said you're going to photograph somebody, they'd put on their best clothes and have their hair combed, and they'd have a brush down, because it was an event to have your picture taken. Now it's just something that happens every day. I mean, every day someone's photographing something with an iPhone. So I think the thing that's changed photography more than anything is the iPhone. There's no difference. I mean, fashion photography, you've got to show the frock. That's about it, really. And it all depends. If the model's happy in a dress, if she's making the model happy, really. If the model's happy, then she looks good in it. And if she looks good in it, you've succeeded as... Because it's not the fashion photography, it's the person wearing the dress who's projecting the image of the thing. So I think the thing is to make the person who you're photographing like what he's wearing as a fashion picture. As a portrait, it's more complicated. It's up to you to get the moment. I think in the end, it's more which picture you choose. So I think you need to be selective as a photographer and choose the right moment. Okay, who's inspired me? Well, everybody. Everybody's got a story. I mean, every man or every woman have got a story. You just have to find it in them. But they're all got something to say. So every time you photograph somebody, whether it's a genius like Einstein or the tramp on the corner, they're both equally important, and they both have a story to tell, and they both have an interesting story to tell if you're prepared to take the time and find it. Only one, Yves Saint Laurent. He was definitely the most interesting of all the designers I've met. His designs, I mean, not him particularly, but definitely his designs. He's definitely the best. I think he had the biggest influence on fashion than anybody besides probably editors at Vogue, Dinah Vreeland and such, Grace Coddington. Oh, would I like to have photographed? That's an odd question. I'd like to photograph Che Guevara. I'd like to have photographed Marilyn Monroe. I'd like to have photographed Julius Caesar, actually. But they were all before my time in a way. I don't know, really. I suppose it's down, it's basic, it's comfortable shoes. As long as your shoes are comfortable, the rest of you is quite comfortable. So, comfortable shoes. I know photography's been good to me. I'm not sure what else I could have been. I suppose I could have made films or been a painter. But I've still done all those things anyway. So photography leads to all sorts of things. And you meet so many interesting people being a photographer. And I think you meet so many people that, unless you're very boring, it makes your life better because they influenced by what they say. So it's a bonus every which way, photography. So get out there and take a snap and look again.